1A state playoff softball here at Swain County High School. Gary Ayers along with cameraman Frank Giordano here on a cloudy Friday afternoon. But this is Murphy-Swain Chapter 4. We have won 2 out of the 3 first chapters, a 2-1 game, a 1-0 game. Murphy beat us in the Smoky Mountain Conference Tournament 1-0 to snap a 75-game winning streak. And today, it's the big game. The right to go to the Final Four on the first pitch results in a shot right up the middle for the Murphy Lady Bulldogs, as Brittany Henry, their ace pitcher, just rips one right up the middle on the first pitch, and that has got to be a little unsettling for Shelby Parker, our ace on the mound for the Swain Lady Devils. And that's the way we begin. We begin with a big bang in a game that we expected very few hits. Pitch outside for a ball. Kayla Myers comes up ready to throw. Talking about Kayla Myers, Kayla has been selected to the state games of North Carolina in Region 8. They're going to be playing June 15th down in Charlotte. Congratulations to her on being named to that team. Attempted bunt, slap hit is going to be a strike for Jessica Wilson. They're starting shortstop, hitting in the number 2 spot. As we mentioned, Brittany Henry, who is hitting .630 this year, leads off with a base hit right over second base. Let's see if we can keep her at first base and keep her stranded here in the top of the first inning. As we mentioned, we went to Murphy and won the first game of the season 2-1. Murphy came here, we beat them 1-0. We went to the Smoky Mountain Tournament Championship, they beat us 1-0. That's how it's been. High pop, out of play behind home plate. So 2 strikes now on Jessica Wilson, no out. We're in the top of the first inning. And we expect just a grand softball matchup here this afternoon. We have a threat of rain. We've actually felt a few sprinkles as we have very dark clouds right over the Swain High softball field here this afternoon. Parker with a pitch in, ground ball, slow grounder. There's going to be a close play at first, and it's close enough for an out. Henry gets down to second base, as that was a good call there by second baseman Courtney Barker, because she had no chance to gun down Henry, who was very fast getting down to second base. So Jessica Wilson grounds to second, 1 out. Alex Hughes is going to be batting now for the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy. 1 out, runner on second. No score yet. Just underway. There is a pop that could be in play down at third base. Lauren Manley has it, and that's going to be out number 2. Throw down to second. They've got her hung up down to third, and the throw is dropped at third. So it's going to be Brittany Henry safely in at third base. So we gambled a little bit, had Henry kind of hung up between second and third momentarily, but just couldn't pick her off, and that would have really kind of shut down the Murphy fans, who are really loud over there on the first base side of things. But a good catch by Lauren Manley for out 2 over at third base. So if we can get Chantel Garrett, if we can get her out, it's going to be a scoreless inning for Murphy. And we can get out of this quick start by the Lady Bulldogs. Pitch high for a ball. Shelby Parker again pitching. Shelby has just been our ace all season long, pitching us into this Western Regional Championship. The final 4 of the West, if you will. The final 8 in the state. There is a pop fly foul off the Murphy dugout, as you can hear the sound hitting the tin roof over there. So a strike now on Chantel Garrett, their cleanup hitter, and also their third baseman. Murphy's only 2 losses this season came at the hands of our Lady Devils, as the Lady Bulldogs have just had a fabulous, fabulous year. They are 26-2. There's a shot right over third base. That's going to score the first run of the game. So an RBI single for Chantel Garrett. And again, their fans are just going bananas over there. And I hope our fans will respond, because the Murphy fans are loud and proud over there. Got to give them credit. They're really behind this team. The fans who drove over an hour and a half away from Murphy, or hour 15 minutes, if you will. All right, 1-0 here. The Lady Bulldogs on the scoreboard first. Let's see if we can shut down Jordan Fletcher, the number 5 hitter in the lineup here. So 2 singles resulting in a run. Brittany Henry led off with a base hit on the first pitch of the game. She went to second on a ground ball. wound up going to third on a throw in and then scoring on that base hit by Chantel Garrett. Big RBI single, because we really feel runs are going to be a premium today, and this could be another 1-0 game. We hope not, because that means Murphy's going to win. We got to answer back. There's a pop foul off the back of the screen. No play. Kayla Myers on it in a hurry. Kayla Myers has such a hot bat that against Cherryville on Tuesday, they walked her all 4 times at bat. She was at the plate 4 times. They walked her 4 times. Here's a foul right off Kayla Myers' catcher's mask, as a matter of fact, behind home plate. So Jordan Fletcher, their starting catcher and number 5 hitter, batting now with 2 out. Murphy with a quick 1-0 lead. And 1-0 is huge in the games we've played. Swing and a miss, and that's the first strikeout of the game for Shelby Parker. So we have played 1/2 inning. So far, Murphy has 2 hits and 1 run in the top of the first, but our Lady Devils are coming to bat with the bottom of the first inning coming up. Fans, welcome back. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Murphy struck for 1 in the top of the first, and that is big because, as we mentioned, 1 run has been scored in each of 2 games we've played. It was 2-1 in the other game. So 1 run is really, really big. And our fans are getting pumped up right here. There's a bunt down the third base line. They can't handle it. And getting on, Lauren Manley. So our Lady Devils answer back, and Lauren Manley is on. Going to be interesting if that's an infield single or an error. The third baseman over there for Murphy, Chantel Garrett, couldn't come up with it. She was charging from third, just could not come up with the ball to make the play, and Lauren Manley is so fast, I'm not sure she could have made the play anyway. We'll score that a hit. Auburn Low hitting. Kayla Myers is going to be on deck. They're batting 1-2-3 here on the bottom of the first inning. Let's see if we can get a run and answer back against the Lady Bulldogs. Pitch in for a strike to Auburn Low, our starting shortstop, against Brittany Henry. She's one of the best in all of North Carolina. Brittany Henry with an ERA of .10. And that's just incredible. Coming into this game, Henry has 244 strikeouts, a 22-2 record, and has just had a great season, obviously. The only 2 losses coming at the hands of Swain. Swing and a miss, strike, throw it down to first, not in time. Manley gets back. 22-2, and we beat her both times. And you know Brittany Henry is thinking about that right now. But our fans are fired up. There's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second base. It's going to be close, and tagged out is going to be Lauren Manley down at second base. So that's a quick 2 outs as Auburn Low took a third strike. So the Murphy fans answer back as they kind of cut off our base runner. And we say base runner because if we can get a person on every inning, that's going to be incredible, because every base runner in this game can't be overlooked. Because of the games we've played 3 times, you get a person on base, that's big. Pitch in for a strike from Henry to Kayla Myers, batting now with 2 out. Nobody on. Pitch inside, just missing. Henry doesn't give up many walks. As a matter of fact, in their win yesterday over Polk County, Henry had 6 strikeouts, gave up 2 hits, and no walks in that 2-1 win. And there's a strike in. So Brittany Henry and Shelby Parker, outstanding pitchers. We're not going to see a whole lot of walks today, fans. It's going to be a pitcher's duel. Pitch inside for a ball, brushing Kayla Myers back a little bit. Nobody on, 2 out. 1-0 Murphy lead. We're in the top of the first inning here in a game that just should be incredibly close. Pitch in, missing for a ball, missing low. So we'll see if Kayla Myers can have her 5th walk in a row. She had 4 in a row Tuesday against Cherryville. By the way, Cherryville and Murphy are playing today in baseball in the 1A baseball playoffs. There's a ball 4. And that is a huge event because, as we mentioned, Brittany Henry just does not give up many walks at all. She gave up none in the 2-1 win against Polk County on Tuesday. In the Smoky Mountain Conference tournament, Brittany Henry pitched 16 shutout innings, giving up only 3 hits and 2 walks in 16 innings. There's a shot. Oh, just missing, foul down the third base side. I thought we were answering Murphy's line drive over third base in the top of the first inning. All the drama, all the excitement, and this is where it all comes down to. The winner of this game will advance to the Final Four at Walnut Creek down in Raleigh. There's another foul ball by Bop Walking Stick. Hanging in there. Or check that, I'm sorry. Kayla Myers still trying to get it done. No, I'm sorry, it is Bop at the plate. Kayla's down at first base. That's who we want to move around to second, third, and then home. Shot between shortstop and third. Gets through. It gets through. We have runners on first and second now with 2 down. Our Lady Devils making everything count. So Bop Walking Stick just off the glove, it looked like, of the third baseman, and dribbled through between shortstop and third. We have runners on first and second, 2 out. Kayla Crawley, the batter. Big at bat for Kayla Crawley, our MVP down in the State 1A Volleyball Championship. Bop dances off first. Also, Kayla Myers dancing off second a little bit. Kayla Crawley looking to Coach Toby Burrell down at third base, getting the sign. What is the play here? Pitch in, swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Just checking Kayla Myers, but Kayla's there okay. Good crowd on hand, by far the biggest crowd we've seen all year. Murphy brought a bunch. We brought a bunch. Pitch in for a ball. All the runners stay. Of course, we always have a lot of fans down the left field side. We got fans out here in center field and a bunch behind the plate. And our fans now are making noise. Runners on, 2 out. Crawley, ground ball. Is it going to be fair? Throw to first, not in time. The run scores. Is it going to count? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We have tied this one up. Talking about small ball, that counted, folks. I think the third baseman for Murphy over there, Chantel Garrett, thought it was going to roll foul. It did not. It did not. Kayla Crawley with a very slow grounder just tickling the third baseline. And now Kayla's at first. And over at third base is Bop Walking Stick going all the way around. That was big. That was big. We tie it up 1-1. First inning, all the drama and excitement we expected, maybe just not this early. We expected another 1-0 or 2-1 game. We've already scored a run apiece. Hard shot foul, first base side by Shelby Parker. Another hit here, and we're going to take the lead because we have a runner down at third base, Bop Walking Stick. We have already had 3 hits in this game. That was more than we had in the Smoky Mountain Conference Tournament Championship when we only had 2 the whole night. That's a good sign. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Shelby. Shelby had some good hitting against Cherryville, knocking in some runs in that exciting 5-3 win on Tuesday. Cherryville, a team that had lost only 1 game all year. There's another foul ball. This one out of play on the right field side. On deck behind Shelby, Brianna Bryant. But what an exciting first inning. 1-1 score already. We said it would be low scoring. So let's see if they're going to make liars out of us. That's okay if we win. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 3. They dropped the ball. And now Bop gets back to third. And now everybody's going to be safe. Everybody is going to be safe. The catcher, Jordan Fletcher, dropped the third strike. The runner was coming. She couldn't throw to first base. She was handcuffed. The Murphy catcher was handcuffed thanks to Bop just teasing her down the third base line. Coach Toby Burrell, I'm sure, saying, get on down the line a little bit so she can't throw down to first base. What a turn of events, as that's just a fielder's choice, and it backfired on Murphy. But again, the right play was made by Jordan Fletcher. Uh-oh, now wait a minute. They're gonna reverse the call, and that's going to be out number 3. That is going to be out number 3. I'm not sure what this is all about, unless the umpire is saying that she held the ball long enough to make it count, because there was no other out that the defense got. This is A very unusual call. The ball was dropped by the catcher, and normally on the third strike, well, normally or abnormally, it doesn't matter. If you drop the third strike, the runner can run. The runner ran. Our runner came down the baseline from third base, and the catcher was handcuffed. She didn't want to throw to first and risk that. She held the ball, and everybody was safe. And right now, a lot of Swain fans are really unhappy. And now the officials are not going to change the call. So that run is going to be taken off the scoreboard. And Coach Toby Burrell right now is fit to be tied. And I think Athletic Director Frank Manley is too. And I can totally understand their anger at this particular call, because the ball was clearly dropped by the catcher, which means the runner or the batter takes off, heads down to first base. Everybody was safe. The officials are still talking it over here. And to be honest, it's very unusual if they ever change a call. We've seen a couple, but very, very unusual if they change the call. Coach Toby Burrell arguing, and he should. Coach Henry now coming out. Coach Dwight Henry from Murphy coming out, I'm sure, to put his 2 cents worth in. So while they argue that, we're going to take a break, and then we'll be ready for the second inning, and we'll explain what happened when we come back. Fans, welcome back. Apparently, the arguments of Athletic Director Frank Manley and Head Coach Toby Burrell have paid off as we resume play here, and the run will stand, and they have reversed their call. They had called that the out was going to be the third out of the inning, and the run would not count, but they have talked this over, and they have decided that was not the call. We have 2 outs. We have the bases loaded. We have a tie game. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the first inning, so we're still playing ball in the first inning, and wow, this game is intense, but now it's more intense than ever. With this call, I'm sure that's going to be talked about for years, whether or not it was the right thing. Swing and a miss for a strike one, as again, we have the bases loaded here. And Shelby Parker, let's see, we're going to have Shelby was at first base. She wound up at first on the drop third strike. Have a pinch runner over at first base. So now we have, looks like Brianna Bryant batting now for the Lady Devils of Swain County High School. Coach Toby Burrell talking with her as now the infield of Murphy is going to get together for a little huddle and get their cues right, because they realize every little incident now is going to be magnified, especially if there's a ball hit in the infield and they can't make a play. Another run is going to score for the Lady Devils. But again, that was a huge play, and let's see if it gives us a little momentum, a little confidence. Not that we needed either one coming into this game, but after Murphy struck for one in the first, we answered with a run in the bottom of the first inning. And the officials almost took that run away. Now Coach Henry and Coach Burrell are talking. And one good thing about it, Coach Henry and Coach Burrell seem to get along well, so that's a good sign. So it has been a tense matchup here already. 1-1 in the first inning here. 2 out, bases loaded. Here we go. Henry winds up. Another foul ball as Brianna hits that one off the fence behind her. On deck is going to be our second baseman, Courtney Barker. Brianna, of course, our first baseman. But what a game. Nothing like some controversy to add to the spice. Pitch inside for a ball. All the runners broke. Now they return. Down at second base, Kayla Crawley. Down at third base, Bob Walking Stick. I haven't seen the number of the runner at first base, as Shelby Parker has a pinch runner coming in for her. Oh, pitch out. Oh, they're going to call that a strike. Just caught the outside corner. Down at first base running, by the way, is Kara Little. Kara Little pinch running down at first base. Any kind of ball in play is big right now. We've seen infield singles already today. They have produced our run. There's a nice shot, just foul, but it's out of play also behind the Murphy dugout. Now, here's the question. Murphy's coming out like gangbusters in the first inning. How much fire and vinegar are they going to have in the fifth inning after that trip to Polk County yesterday? We'll see if That comes into play. Pitch high for a ball. All the runners break again. But this Murphy catcher is pretty good. Jordan Fletcher behind the plate. Hey, this whole Murphy team is pretty good. They've lost 2 games all season. Both those losses to these Lady Devils. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So we leave the bases loaded, and that's the way the first inning comes to an end. We had 1 run apiece. Murphy 1, Swain 1. Lots of controversy and lots more softball coming up. Fans, welcome back. We played 1 inning, and again, already we have seen a week's worth of excitement in 1 inning of play here on the Western Regional Championship at Swain County High School. Murphy 1, Swain 1. Here we go on the second. Swing and a miss for a strike as Shelby Parker throws one by Kelsey White. Kelsey White has already had a big week. She had the game-winning RBI last night in the 8th inning as Murphy won 2-1 over Polk County over at Polk. Pitch high, but it's going to be a strike as there's an attempted slap hit by Kelsey White, their starting center fielder. Lacey Clayton is going to be on deck. Hannah Curtis will follow her. We're looking at the number 6, 7, and 8 batters here on the Murphy Lady Bulldog lineup against our Lady Devils. There's a check swing. Is it going to be good? Yes. Strike 3. And we have had a couple of good calls from the umpires today. One maybe not quite as good when Lauren Manley was throwing out over at third base. That one could have gone our way, but it didn't. But that big call in the first inning when the catcher for Murphy dropped the ball and we scored the tying run. And then, of course, they reversed it, said it was out 3. That was huge. A lot of controversy. Pitch in for a strike. Shelby Parker is putting it on the money. By the way, of course, you couldn't see it on video, but there was at least a 15-minute break, I'm just guessing, as the coaches and officials talked over that call. There is a foul, first base side, no play. Good hustle over there. Courtney Barker after it. Also over there, of course, Brianna Bryant. Good hustle. But that one just not catchable over there. So both teams have had some hits. Murphy had 2 in the first. We had 3 in the first. So it has just been an unbelievable game, and we've only played 1 inning. It just can't get any better than this, and we say that, and I'm sure something will come up and prove us wrong. But this is the way the Western Regional Championship should be. The winner will advance to Walnut Creek next Friday and Saturday for the state championship in the Final 4 double elimination tournament. High pop-up. This one's going to be catchable, and it is caught over at first base. Good job by Brianna Bryant. That's going to be an out. And that's out 2 as Lucy Clayton heads back to the dugout. So far today, Shelby Parker has 2 strikeouts. And ironically, 2 strikeouts for Brittany Henry, the 2 best pitchers in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Swing and a miss. Batting now is going to be Hannah Curtis for the Lady Bulldogs. The number 2 seed from our Smoky Mountain Conference. Of course, our Lady Devils winning our 5th consecutive Smoky Mountain Conference championship this year. There's another foul ball out of play right back over the concession stand. But what a game. We've already seen more intensity here in the first inning and a half than we've seen in some games this year. This is good stuff, man. Shelby Parker winding it up and bringing it. Pitch high for a ball. One thing about it, the umpires are earning their money today. We've seen some close calls, and they have probably thought, wow, how did I get myself into this? Swing and a miss. There's strike 3 and out 3. So it's a 3-out, 3-down inning in the top of the second inning as our Lady Devils shut down Murphy. We'll be back with the bottom of the second, still tied at 1-1. The excitement continues here from Swain County High School this afternoon on a Friday, the last Friday of May, as both teams are battling for the right to go to Walnut Creek next Friday, June 5th and 6th. Pitch in for a strike. Brittany Henley throws one by. Courtney Barker leading us off here on the bottom of the second inning. Every strike, every play is just big, and this game can turn on any one of those. A strike or a play. That one is going to be just foul. Just foul over the first base side. Courtney goes back. Every call is going to be big in this game as well, as we've already seen in the very first inning. We saw 3 calls that were really close. So a call can change the game, a strike, a bunt, an error. Barker hanging in there. Another foul down the first base side. Coach Toby Burrell, I'm sure his blood pressure on the first inning was probably 200 over 120 or something. I mean, and I can't blame him. I think Frank Manley's might have been higher than that. So, and so was the blood pressure of most of our fans. There's a shot that's going to be inside the foul line. This one is a base hit for Barker. She's going to round first base and come into second, a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Wow, Coach Toby Burrell had to move so quick he lost his cap on that one, but he'll do that any day for a stand-up double. A hit like that in a game like this is really, really big. Courtney Barker, what a way to go in the bottom of the second inning. 1 on, nobody out. And let's see what we can do now. Can we bring her around? Now stepping in is going to be, looks like... There's another hit to second base. Barker is going to be at third. She's going to hold, and there's a good shot by Barker. Jocelyn Barker down at first base. That was a tough one to handle. Some scorers might score at an error. Some might score at a hit. We'll give the batter the benefit of the doubt and call that one a hit, as now we have runners on first and third and no out. This could be our golden inning in this contest, and we're only in the second. We really didn't expect a whole lot of runs all day. Each team has one apiece. Now we go back to the top of the lineup, and Lauren Manley, who had a leadoff single back in the first inning, and then she was thrown out on a very close call at third base that I'm sure didn't make her happy either. Pitch outside for a ball. Heading down to second base, obviously on the pitch is Jocelyn Barker, our designated player today. She's at second. Down at third is Courtney Barker. Got the Barker girls on second and third. Let's see if we can get Lauren Manley. There's a swing and a miss to shut up the barking dogs, if you will, over there for the Lady Bulldogs. They brought a lot of fans, and they're into it. This is the most excitement we've seen from the fans all year. Cherryville fans were pretty loud and proud, but even this is bigger than that. There's a pop caught by Henry. So everybody is going to be staying. Lauren Manley pops it up. 1 down. We have 2 more shots at getting a run in here. Auburn Lowe and Kayla Myers will be hitting now. Number 2 and 3 batters in the lineup for the Lady Devils here. Auburn Lowe struck out last time up. Let's see if she can get the bat on the ball here. A clean base hit through the infield. But I tell you, the way Murphy's playing in right now, anything over the infield is going to be for probably a double or triple. All the Murphy defensive players are playing on the dirt. Nobody is in the outfield on the grass. Of course, we have not been a power hitting team this year like we were the last 2 years when we went to Walnut Creek. Ground ball, foul. Toby Burrell with the defense over there. Holy moly, what a game. And again, we're only in the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 tie, 1-1. We got one in the first. They got one in the first. We had the bases loaded, left him stranded. Pitch in for a strike. Auburn Lowe watching that one. And now we have runners on second and third, only 1 out. Great chance here. Auburn Lowe batting. Kayla Myers on deck. Henry with a windup. There's a shot right at third base. Oh, what a bad break for the Lady Devils. It was caught by the third baseman. There's the tag over at third. A bang-bang double play. That's the last thing you want to happen, but that's what happened to our Lady Devils here in the bottom of the second inning. So, again, we leave runners on base, but we keep getting them on. Maybe we can get some more in. We've played 2. It's 1-1 here at Swain High. Fans, we have played 2 innings. It's still tied at 1-1, and every half inning, every turn at bat has been exciting here as the Lady Devils entertain the Murphy Lady Bulldogs. Pop foul out of play behind home plate. Leading it off here is going to be Clarissa Adams, the bottom of the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs, and that is going to bring up Brittany Henry following her, and then Jessica Wilson. Top of the third, 1-1. Our Lady Devils have had some base runners on here in this game. Left the bases loaded last inning. Had a chance with 2 more on the bases there in the second. But again, that's what's making it exciting. There's another foul down the third base side by Clarissa Adams. As we mentioned, Murphy having a great season, coming in 26-2. Our Lady Devils 20-6. But needless to say, our schedule has been tougher. Losing to Polk County, losing to Pisgah, losing to Enka. We did not lose a Smoky Mountain Conference game in the entire regular season. Pop foul again behind home plate, out of play. This is a pitcher's game right here today, but the batters have shown, hey, we're going to bring it as well, as we've seen more hits in one inning than we saw in a couple of games. We've had 2 1-0 games this year. Shelby Parker just missing outside. Our first game, as we said, 2-1. We beat them at Murphy. 1-0. We beat them here at Swain. Then 1-0. Murphy beat us over in the tournament at Gateway. Ground ball, shortstop. Oh, playable ball. That one gets right through Auburn Low at shortstop. And I'm afraid we're going to have to charge that as an error. And so the leadoff hitter is on for the Lady Bulldogs, and that's going to bring up Brittany Henry, hitting at a .630 clip coming into this game. She's not only a great pitcher, she's a great hitter. And I'll just tell it like it is. She is the reason they are here in this game today. You take her out of this lineup, and they are not the same team by far. Ground ball to the pitcher to second base. Courtney has it over to first. Oh, let's see. Now they're going to say we pulled off first base. The umpire is not going to listen. And now the Murphy assistant coach is going to come out and argue. He's walking all the way out on the field. He is not happy with the call at first. He says that Brianna Bryant pulled off first base. The umpire said, no, it's an out. They appeal to home plate. It's going to be an out. So the fans for Swain High giving the assistant coach for Murphy an earful. He goes back to his coach's box at first base. Oh, boy, that's the kind of game it's been. Every single play is going to be protested here this afternoon. It's been that kind of a game so far. And we've had a ball here this afternoon, still 1-1. Ground ball. Oh, gets by Auburn at shortstop. They're going to wave the runner to third, and no, safe. Safe at third base, says the umpire. So Clarissa Adams is safe. He started to call her out. He reversed his decision. So now Murphy with runners on second and third all of a sudden. And only one out. So Jessica Wilson at second, Clarissa Adams at first. And now the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Alex Hughes, who popped out to third base last time, is going to be hitting here. Top of the third inning. Now the Lady Bulldogs on base. Their big opportunity here. Pitch just outside for a ball. Holy moly. Again, what a game. You have to be here to feel the excitement and the intensity. The players, the coaches are just wired right now. Ground ball. And it's going to get through at third base. A run is in. Another run is in. Throw coming into second. And the Bulldog fans go crazy again as they take a 3-1 lead. That was just a good base hit by Alex Hughes. A huge hit with 2 RBIs. Just a huge, huge hit. Lauren Manley over at third base. I'm not sure there was anything she could do about that. That was just an impossible ball to get to. That's just a clean base hit. And it got to where nobody was, and 2 runs score. Pitch in for a strike from Shelby Parker. Batting now is the cleanup batter, Chantel Garrett, who had a single and an RBI last time at bat. So the tough hitters in the lineup here facing Shelby Parker here in the inning. Another shot just foul right at head coach Dwight Henry and Murphy over on the third base side. Top of the third. Now it's Murphy 3, Swain 1. Ironically, we have left people on base. Let's see if that comes back to haunt us as we're down by 2 right now. More runs already scored in this game than we have seen all season in 3 games. Pitch low in the dirt. Holding over at first base is going to be Alex Hughes. So stepping back in now Chantel Garrett, their big third baseman, swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strike 3. She swung at it so hard she literally fell down. That's a big strikeout. Garrett with a strikeout. Jordan Fletcher coming up now. She struck out last time. Down at first base, Alex Hughes, the base runner right now, but Murphy has scored 2 here in their top of the third inning. What a game it has been. But our Lady Devils got down to Cherryville on Tuesday, never panicked, came right back and scored to regain the lead and win that game. Foul ball out of play over on the baseball side of things. Baseball field right next door. But the fans are getting their money's worth here today, too. A great game, a lot of excitement. Foul ball, first base side, no play. Brianna after it, that one, though, on top of the dugout. But again, here in the third inning, Murphy has answered. We had an error. Ground ball to second base. A big single by Alex Hughes that knocked in 2 RBIs. 2 runs scored. But again, a lot of softball left. We're only in the top of the third in a scheduled 7-inning contest. There is a high fly ball, well hit. Camping under it and putting the glove on it is going to be our Brittany Schuler. So that is going to be out number 3. But Murphy answered back. 2 big ones here on the top of the third. So with our Lady Devils coming to bat, it's Murphy 3, Lady Devils 1. Fans, we're back. It's the bottom of the third inning. Lady Bulldogs lead our Lady Devils 3-1, but we're going to answer back, I'm sure. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Nobody on, nobody up. There's a foul ball over in the fan section on the left field side. A lot of Swain fans lining that left field sideline. Let's see if we can get something going here. Pitch high. Kayla Myers getting out of the batter's box, so she's going to lead us off here. Our number 3 batter walked last time up. She has walked 5 times in a row. Bop walking stick is on deck. Kayla Crawley will follow her. Brittany Henry, of course, very smart pitcher, does not want to give Kayla Myers much to hit. These are 2 of the best hitters on the field right here facing each other, Henry and our Kayla Myers. Great crowd, great game. Weather has been great so far. No rain, even though the clouds have been dark and threatening. Another foul ball over on the left field side, going into the goat lot over there. if you've been to a game up here, you know what I'm talking about. Greenhouse over there, a little fenced-in goat lot. Pitch low in the dirt for a ball. The winner moves on to Walnut Creek next Friday and Saturday, June 5th and 6th, down in Raleigh, North Carolina. We've been there 2 years in a row. We want to go back for number 3. Foul ball again by Kayla Myers. She is not going down without a fight. And guess what? Some of the teams that we played against the last couple of years are on the way down there as well. East Surrey, Northmore, and Pender are still alive. We have played those teams down there the last couple of years. Base hit between shortstop and third. We start the inning again in great fashion with Kayla Myers on with a hit. That is our, 2, 4, 5, 6 hits on the day. Only 1 run to show, but 6 hits unofficially for our Lady Devils here. Kayla Myers setting him up. Bop walking stick hitting now. Kayla Crawley on deck. Bop got a base hit her last time. Let's see if she can make it 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. Dancing and very quick down at first base, Kayla Myers. She can break in a second and be at second base in a heartbeat. Let's see if we can move her on around to second and get some runs across home plate here. Little pickoff throw to first. Of course, Kayla Myers not biting on that one at all. So we've had our hits today, more hits than we've had, especially against Murphy. Ball high, gets through easily down to second base now. It's going to be Kayla Myers, and she's going to aggravate Brittany Henry dancing off the base. Brittany Henry, one of the few pitchers who actually wears a mask when she pitches. You don't see that a lot. Now, again, there's some controversy. The Murphy coaches, I think, were saying that she left too early. They appealed down to second base, and she's safe. So it's like everything is being challenged right now. That's how intense the coaches and the players are. Ground ball foul, third base side. Oh, boy, everybody wanting to get that edge that will send them to Walnut Creek next weekend. We've been there 2 years in a row. I don't think Murphy has ever been there. We hope they don't go this year. There's a shot. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding third. Coming in to score is going to be Kayla Myers. Great throw, but it's not in time. Down at second base with a stand-up double is Bop Walking Stick with a big RBI. Huge RBI. Now it's a 3-2 game. We have a runner on second and nobody out. Kayla Crawley coming to bat. Behind her is going to be Shelby Parker. What a great inning. We've had runners on every inning. It's just getting him across home plate. Murphy can't say that. They had one in the first, 3 up and 3 down in the second. Then, of course, they struck for 2 runs in the third. 3-2. Pitch in just across the knees for a strike. You hear the breeze blowing on the microphone and probably hear the papers rustling. And as we broadcast on videotape, we appreciate Ken Warner down at our local cable affiliate for allowing us the access and the opportunity to videotape and broadcast these games and bring them to you by delayed broadcast on our local access cable channel. Thanks, Ken. And, of course, he's a Swain High graduate. And pitch outside from Brittany Henry. Again, down at second base, Bop Walking Stick. What an addition she has been to this team this year. Kayla Crawley digging in against Brittany Henry with an ERA of .10. Pitch inside, missing for a ball. But you can't even turn your head in this game because if you miss one single pitch or one single thing, you can miss the whole turning point of the game. Foul ball. No play. But both teams are really, really great. Got to give both teams credit. Both teams play great defense. They just don't give up a lot of runs, as we've seen in a 2-1, 1-0, and 1-0 score in 3 games. Today is just an unbelievable high-scoring game. High fly, and it's going to be caught in right field. The runners are going to stir. The runner, or Bop Walking Stick, is going to be staying at second base as Kayla flies out to right field. 2 down now. It's going to bring up, 1 down. I'm sorry, Shelby Parker is batting now. So we still have a great opportunity here. Kayla led off with a single. Bop Walking Stick. Of course, Kayla still second. Bop Walking Stick with a huge double. Now the Murphy defenders are playing in the outfield for a change. They're not playing in the dirt as they were back earlier in the game. All 9. There's a shot to second base. She bobbles it. Holding at third and safe at first is going to be Shelby Parker. So an error now on Murphy. Their second baseman, got to say that was a playable ball. She couldn't come up with it. Now we have runners on the corners. Shelby Parker at first. Bop Walking Stick at third. 1 down. Now Murphy wants to talk it over. You don't have to worry about a pitching change. They're not going to change Brittany Henry. Probably the best fast pitch pitcher Murphy has ever had. She is outstanding. We even see Teddy Green over there in front of the Swain dugout getting his camera ready. Hustling on down to second now. Base running is Kara Little, who is in for her second time for Shelby Parker, who has had a good day hitting the ball. She's been on twice. Brianna Bryant now hitting for the Lady Devils. Runners on second and third. Wow, how much would a hit be worth right here? But as we mentioned, every single play, every single pitch, everything in this game has been huge. Umpire calls time. Pitch goes in. It won't count. But Brianna having a good season. And a hit right here would just be dynamite. Henry, there's a well-hit ball. Brittany Henry knocks it down, but there's no play. Whoa, we got runners at second and third, but everybody gets back safely. Holy cow, that was close. We dodged a bullet there. Brittany Henry just basically fell. She couldn't go to first base, and scary enough for us, we had runners on third base, 2 of them. That's one too many. But luckily for us, we got back because Henry could not. She was down and couldn't make the play. So Brianna Bryant on with a fielder's choice, and we're going to bring a pinch runner on for her. And now Courtney Barker, who had a huge double last time at bat, is at the plate. Now the bases are loaded again. You just can't get any better than this. I know that's a cliche that is beaten to death, but I got to say, this is the most exciting game I've seen all season. I mean, it started in the first inning, and it hasn't let up. But this is the 4th game we've played against Murphy, and all 4 have been this way. Pitch in for a call strike from Henry. The sad thing is, one of these teams is not going to play anymore after today. The other team is going to go to Walnut Creek and represent the Smoky Mountain Conference in the state championship playoffs in the Final 4. Ground ball, high hopper. Henry has it, goes home. That's going to cut off the run on down to first base, not in time. So we have 2 out now as Courtney hits into a forced play, a fielder's choice, and wisely Murphy cuts off our runner. Bop walking stick coming from third, did not have a prayer. She had to run. Bases loaded now, 2 down. Jocelyn Barker, our designated player, hitting. And she got a hit last time. A hit right now. This is the 2nd time we've had bases loaded, and we're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch in for a call strike. So this game, we have had our moments here. We have had our chances, obviously, to get some more runs in, but giving Brittany Henry, the pitcher, and Murphy's defense credit, they have kept us off the scoreboard. Ground ball to shortstop. She scoops, fires, easy play at first, and we leave the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But we do answer with 1 run, so we have played 3 innings here on the Western Regional Championship, and it's Murphy 3, Swain 2. Well, the chant over behind home plate, Lady Devils, by some of the fans and players over there, and that's what we want to see. Pitch high for a ball. Shelby Parker pitching against the Lady Bulldogs as we're leading it off here on the top of the 4th inning. 3-2, Murphy in the lead. It has been a wild and crazy game. Swing and a miss for a strike. Hitting now is Kelsey White, who again, Kelsey had the RBI that won the game against Polk County just yesterday. We're playing on Friday. Murphy and Polk played over at Polk County on Thursday in a 2-1 game that went 8 innings. Kelsey had the game-winning RBI in the 8th inning. Brittany Henry had 6 strikeouts, gave up 2 hits, no walks in that 2-1 win. On the season, Henry 244 strikeouts, a 22-2 record. Both losses coming against our Lady Devils of Swain County High School. Coach Toby Burrell talking with the umpire right now as Kayla Myers is adjusting her shin guards. Kayla Myers, again, congratulations to her. She's going to be playing in the State Games of North Carolina, June 15th in Charlotte, representing Region 8 on the softball team. Tuscola's Ann Gardner, the head coach. They have 3 players from T.C. Robertson, 2 from Pisgah, 2 from Smoky Mountain, 2 from Reynolds, 2 from West Henderson, 2 from Tuscola, and, of course, 1 from Swain High, our Kayla Myers. Congratulations. We hope she's going to be playing in Raleigh, North Carolina next weekend for a State 1A championship before she goes to Charlotte to play in the State Games of North Carolina. So good luck to Kayla. Shelby bringing it high, off-speed pitch missing. Nobody on, nobody out. We're leading it off. Top of the 4th inning. We're not halfway gone yet, and we've had 2 innings worth of excitement and intensity and maybe even controversy here in this game already. Another off-speed pitch just missing. Shelby has a good variety of pitches, as does Brittany Henry. These are the 2 best pitchers in the Smoky Mountain Conference. And I would dare say maybe west of Charlotte in 1A softball. They are just outstanding. Let's see if we can get this out to lead off the inning. We have had Murphy 3 up and 3 down once. That was back in the second. Swing and a miss. There we go. That starts off the inning. Swain High style with a big fan for out number 1. So 1 strikeout to lead the inning now. Kelsey White has struck out twice today. Lacey Clayton popped up to first base her first time. She's hitting now for the Lady Dogs. Coached by Dwight Henry, assisted by Thomas Nelson. Of course, our Lady Devils. There's a ground ball. Shortstop has it on to first. Is it in time? Yes. Great play by Auburn Lowe. She dug it up. Great throw. Very close play, but she got the job done. Hannah Curtis is going to be hitting now for Murphy. Hannah struck out last time. What a game. And what a season. Our Lady Devils trying for the 3rd straight year to go to the state championship playoffs at Walnut Creek. Two out, nobody on here. Foul ball. Hannah Curtis trying to avoid a 3 up, 3 down inning. We have done it to them once. They have not sent us back to the dugout 3 straight outs at any time today. We've had base runners twice already in 3 innings. We've had the bases loaded and left them. And again, we hope that doesn't come back to haunt us. Leaving those base runners, especially 3 at a time, can really sting. But that just shows you we've been able to generate base runners. If we can just move them across home plate. 3-2 score, pitch inside for a ball. Murphy, 1 in the first, 2 in the third. We had 1 in the first, 1 in the third. We're in the top of the 4th here, almost halfway gone. If we can get a strikeout here. Pitch low for a ball. Oh, it's going to be ball 4. First walk, I believe, that Shelby has given up today. That is the first walk of the day. Brittany Henry has only given up 1 walk. That tells you how effective both pitchers are, giving up only a walk apiece all day. But we knew coming in it was going to be a pitcher's dominating performance that could really turn this game. Both pitchers have been great, but the hitters have answered back today as both teams have had their share of base runners, especially our Lady Devils. Now, batting is going to be Clarissa Adams, bottom of the order. Big swing and a miss. Down at first base, Hannah Curtis with 2 out. But as we've said before, every pitch is big in this game. Lauren Manley very close down at third. There is the bunt right in front of home plate going to first. Good call and a good play. Kayla Myers fires on down to Brianna down at first, and that makes it out number 3. So our Lady Devils keep Murphy off the scoreboard. We're halfway gone. It's Murphy 3, Swain 2. Fans, we're halfway gone. We've played 3.5 here at Swain County High School tonight. Our Lady Devils down by 1, 3-2 to the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy here in the Western Regional Championship. Brittany Henry fires high, pop up right over shortstop, but the shortstop has it, and that's going to be out number 1. As Lauren Manley leads us off here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Auburn Lowe coming to bat now with Kayla Myers following her. We lead off this bottom of the 4th with the top of the lineup. Let's see if we can get a tying run in. There's going to be a foul ball. Taking off, of course, was Auburn Lowe, but that one just foul. But as we mentioned, the winner of this game moves on to Walnut Creek June 5th and 6th. That's next Friday and Saturday to play for the state title. There's an off-speed pitch. It's going to be in play, and it's going to be dropped. Coming for it, the shortstop. Also coming for it was the center fielder. They kind of collided. They ran into each other, and the ball falls in. The ball fell in for Auburn Lowe. Tough break for the Lady Bulldogs. They couldn't put a glove on it. 2 people after it. But we get a person on base. Kayla Myers batting now with Auburn Lowe at first. There's a bunt foul, third base. So turning around is going to be Auburn Lowe, and coming back, she is a fast runner. That's one of our strengths this year, is our ability to run the bases. We're not a power hitting team per se. We manufacture runs. Small ball, if you will. Hard shot. That was a clean base hit between shortstop and third. A line drive. Just crushing it is Kayla Myers. That's why nobody wants to pitch to her. She's had a walk and 2 base hits and 3 times at bat. We have runners on first and second now, 1 down. Bop walking stick is 2 for 2 on the day, a single and a big double. A RBI as well for Bop, our cleanup batter here. Great season for Bop walking stick. Hitting .368, team high 24 RBIs, 18 runs scored, 7 stolen bases. She goes over to Coach Toby Burrell for a word as Brittany Henry confers a little bit with her catcher, Jordan Fletcher, who goes over to talk to her head coach, Dwight Henry. But the strategy, as we mentioned already, the controversy over a couple of calls today, the intensity of having played each other 3 times this year, all that figures into just an outstanding game. All right, Bop digging back in. Pitch outside, missing for a ball. Runners on first and second. Of course, to tell you also, not only are we so evenly matched, we are the 2 of the top teams in the state. There is a well-hit ball. This one all the way back against the fence. 1 run is scoring. Holding at second, going to third, and we tie. Coming all the way around. All the way around over there was Auburn Lowe to score. What a shot. What a shot by Bop walking stick. She is knocking the cover off the ball today. One of the best hit balls I've ever seen here at the Swain High softball field. That one going all the way to the fence, straightaway center field. Right into the gate. Knocks in a run. We're tied at 3, and we still have 2 runners on and only 1 out. How about that? Pitch in. Brittany Henry throwing a strike. But again, talking about the final 1A poll in the regular season. If I can find my notes here. Pitch in for a ball. Runner starting to break. We were ranked number 6 in the state. Murphy ranked number 7. Polk County was getting votes as well. A team that Murphy beat just Thursday. So number 6, number 7 ranked teams. Swing and a miss. And a strike. Kayla Crawley at the plate. Bop walking stick at second. Kayla Myers at third. Another big swing and a miss. And that's going to be out number 2 here. Shelby Parker batting. Shelby has been on both times today, once with a fielder's choice, once with an error on the Lady Bulldog defense. Unofficially, only 2 errors. Again, that's unofficial. I have 1 on Murphy, 1 on us. We've seen a lot of good defense today. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Shelby Parker. Brianna Bryant on deck. But again, we have runners in scoring position. We've scored 1 to tie. We need 1 to take the lead here. We have never led this afternoon. We have been tied 1-1 in the first. Then Murphy came back to take a 3-1 lead. But we have never led. Pitch outside. But this is what it's all about. You play all season. You have hours of practice, hours of conditioning drills, hours of traveling. All comes down to this. Foul ball, no play. Both teams wanting to go to Walnut Creek. Last year, our Lady Devils came in second in the state. And some of those same teams, East Surrey, Pender, Northmore, all those schools, along with our Lady Devils, as of today, are in the direction of Walnut Creek again. All teams are still in the playoffs as of today. There's a call, third strike for out number 3. A tough break, and we leave runners stranded again. But again, we come back to tie it. We have played 4 innings. It can't get any closer. It's 3-3. game scheduled for 7, but who knows how this one's going to turn out here tonight. We're starting over. We're even at 3-3. Foul ball on the right field side of things as both pitchers are pitching another dominant game. Shelby Parker still bringing it as the Lady Bulldogs will bring the top of the lineup. Brittany Henry to the plate here to lead it off in the top of the 5th. There's a bunt. Tough one to call. Shelby gets it. Can't get it out of her glove, though. And Henry is going to wind up safe over at first base. So a tough play for Shelby Parker. She fielded it cleanly, but she tried to get it out of her glove just to do a little scoop toss to first. She could not get the ball out of her glove. All right, let's see if we can strand Brittany Henry. She's one of their best hitters, hitting .630 on the year. Batting now is going to be Jessica Wilson. Grounded out to second base last time. Pitch high for a ball. Henry dancing over at first base. We're going to have to deal with her next year, but hey, they're going to have to deal with Shelby Parker again next year too. So got a lot of good talent coming back. Ground ball. Lauren Manley gloves it. Knocks it down, and that is a great play. There's no way that I don't think she could have made a play on that. She knocked it down, and that kept Brittany Henry from going into third and possibly scoring, because if that ball had gotten through, that might have been a tough one for our Lady Devils. Brittany Henry looks like kind of slid into second, kind of adjusting her equipment. Her dad, who is the head coach, of course, Dwight Henry, comes out to see if she's okay, because I tell you, without Brittany Henry, this Lady Bulldog team, not quite the same at all. Looks like Brittany's going to be okay. I don't think there's any way she's going to come out of this game. She is just that kind of competitor. 22-2 on the year as a pitcher. They're coming into the game, of course, as we mentioned, a great season, 26-2, so she has pitched all but 4 games. We still feel a few sprinkles here and there under cloudy skies with the lights on here at Swain County High School tonight. So Brittany gets her knee pads back adjusted, gets her helmet back on here, and she should be ready to go. One thing about it, though, we were talking about this earlier in the broadcast, it's going to be interesting to see how Murphy comes through here in the final 3 innings. They played at Polk County just yesterday, about a 3-hour bus ride over and back. So fatigue could be a factor. We'll see, especially with Brittany Henry. But we say that. She pitched yesterday, but then back in the Smoky Mountain Conference tournament, Henry pitched 16 shutout innings against Rosman in a 2-0 win, and against our Lady Devils in the Smoky Mountain Tournament Championship, giving up only 3 hits and 2 walks while striking out 23 batters in 16 innings. Of course, 9 of those were against our Lady Devils in that 1-0 win. So Henry is just that kind of a competitor. Very, very competitive and very talented as well. All right, here we go. She's okay. We're rocking and rolling here. Right now, Murphy trying to make some noise again here in the top of the 5th inning. Henry taking a big lead at second. Not really scaring anybody. Jessica Wilson over at second, or over at first. And unfortunately, no out. Alex Hughes, the batter, had a single and 2 RBIs last time. Pitch in for a strike. So Alex Hughes really did some damage her last time at bat with those 2 big RBIs. Let's see if we can send her back to the dugout with an out. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the 5th. Parker brings it. There's a pop. Lauren Manley under it, and easy out number 1 this time. And that's the kind we like, an easy out number 1. Chantel Garrett now coming to bat. She has had a single for an RBI today and has struck out in 2 times up. Again, only 1 out, runners on first and second. Both teams have had runners on. Our Lady Devils have left the bases loaded twice and left 2 runners on 1 other time. So again, we have had a lot of runners. There's a grounder. Shelby looks to third, goes to first, gets the out. Smart play defensively by Shelby Parker. So Chantel grounds into a fielder's choice. 2 out now. Murphy moves the base runners around, but 2 out, runners on second and third. They have another big stick coming up in Jordan Fletcher. Their catcher, Jordan, has struck out and fly to center field in 2 times. We need an out to get out of the inning and keep this as a tie ball game. 3-3, ground ball foul. And boy, Brittany Henry was flying from third base already. A breezy, cloudy evening here at the Swain High Softball Complex. Field in good shape. Coach Toby Burrell and all the crew has really done a great job keeping this field in good shape. Parker's pitch in there for a call strike. 2 strikes now with 2 out and 2 runners on. Second and third for Murphy. Tie ball game at 3-3. We're in the top of the 5th. Do we dare say extra innings? We'd rather just win it in 7. Swing and a miss. There's a strike 3. So Murphy leaves 2 stranded. Great pitching by Shelby Parker. We have the bottom of the 5th coming up, and we're still tied at 3-3.
All right, I'm on.
Fans, welcome back. Gary Ayers along with Paul Crawley doing some fill-in camera work here today as Frank Giordano is helping us out today. We appreciate both guys making this broadcast possible. I know Steve Claxton is sidelined tonight. He had some other duties. It's been that kind of a season. I think everybody in the school system is working overtime here during the last 2 or 3 weeks of the school year. It's a crazy time. But we have, I think, the game of the year right here. We've had 3 games of the year with Murphy already. Nothing like a game 4. There's a shot up the middle. Shortstop gloves it on to first, and it's going to be in time. Well hit ball, but the shortstop just made a good play there, and Brianna Bryant just can't get that one quite through the infield, so that's going to be out number 1. But Brianna really hit it really, really well. But the shortstopper Murphy, who has had a tough time or two this afternoon, put a good glove on it over there. We're talking about Jessica Wilson, their shortstop. Pitch in, just miss. Oh, they're calling it a strike, late strike by the umpire. Brittany Henry pitching for the 2nd day in a row. But as we mentioned, that's nothing new. She pitched back-to-back games up in the Smoky Mountain Conference tournament. And there's a good hit down the first base line. They go, and it's going to be an out. Very close play, but again, good coverage. The second baseman coming over and covering for Murphy. So Courtney Barker hit the ball well, but just a good play. So 2 well-hit balls by our Lady Devils, Brianna Bryant and Courtney Barker, but that is just good defense by Murphy. Tell it like it is. Jocelyn Barker coming up now. Jocelyn has singled and grounded to short. That one is going to be in play. Down to third base, over to first, and it's going to be in time. So for the first time tonight, Murphy sets us down 3 up and 3 down here on the bottom of the 5th inning. The only time tonight we haven't had a runner on base. We've played 5, and it's still Swain 3, Murphy 3. Fans, we've played 5, and again, as we said just a moment ago, we're almost starting over. We're still tied at 3-3. Top of the 5th inning, Lady Bulldogs at bat against Shelby Parker and the Lady Devils. Pitch high for a ball. And we want to thank the great job our coaches have done. Head coach Toby Burrell, just an outstanding tenure as our Lady Devils head softball coach, taking us to Walnut Creek 2 years in a row, finishing just shy of a state championship last year, and another possibility of going back this year. Of course, his assistants, I know he wants to give them some praise, and deservedly so. Amanda Carson, Christy Anthony, Tiffany Crisp, our statistician, Chelsea Burrell, our manager, Amanda Birchfield, and, of course, our certified athletic trainer who's had some injury of her own this year, Carrie Powell. I've talked to her, and she's had some whiplash problems, but she's hanging in there and has been with us, and we appreciate her. Swing and a miss. Big strike from Shelby Parker, just blowing it right by the Lady Bulldog hitters. So far today, she has had 3 strikeouts. Not a big strikeout day for either pitcher. Both teams have hit the ball pretty well. Sometimes it's at somebody, but both teams have been getting the bat on the ball, surprisingly, and this the 4th contest. I guess after you've seen a pitcher 3 times, you kind of know what they're going to do, and maybe that's why both teams are hitting each other's pitching a little better. High pop behind the plate, no play. So Kelsey White leading it off here for the Lady Bulldogs. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Wow, we're getting down to showtime now. Crunch time, if you will. It has been just a great game. Pitch high, just missing for a ball. Shelby Parker getting her work done. She pitched a great game on Tuesday on that 5-3 win over Cherryville. We came from behind in that game. We have come from behind in this game to tie it up at 3 apiece. High pop. This one could be in play. Kayla's after it, and she's got it 1 down. Not a better catcher maybe in the state than Kayla Myers. So Kelsey White goes down. She has not been on base all night. Lacey Clayton has not been on base either. She has popped out to first base and grounded to shortstop in 2 times. But what a game. Nobody has left early tonight. As a matter of fact, I think the fan base just keeps growing here tonight. Fans all the way around the field, literally. There's a foul ball out of play on the first base side. Almost hit Teddy Green over there in his blue shirt and camera. Teddy Green is at more places than I think anybody. You look around, you could be anywhere, and there will be Teddy Green. Sometimes with a camera, sometimes without. Swing and a miss for a strike. Lacey Clayton, their starting left fielder, hitting with 1 down. On deck is going to be Hannah Curtis. Following her, the bottom of the lineup, Clarissa Adams. Top of the 6th, 3-3 tie. High pop-up. Is it going to be playable? Nope. Back behind the stands. But this might be the biggest crowd we've seen at this field for a softball game. I'm not sure what the numbers are, but it's a really nice crowd. Murphy brought a bunch. Of course, our Swain High fans are out in force here all the way around the field. Literally, we have a behind home plate, along left field, out in center field. There's another strike and out number 2. So Shelby Parker knocking them down 1 at a time. And on the day, that is her, 4th strikeout. As we mentioned, not a whole lot of strikeouts today. That's her 5th strikeout, 5 strikeouts for Shelby today. Let's see if she can get another one here. Hannah Curtis batting. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss again. Shelby Parker might just be getting stronger as the game goes on. But as we mentioned also, I'm just wondering if fatigue could be a factor for these Lady Dogs of Murphy. Pitch off speed. It's going to be a call strike anyway. Nice, beautiful off-speed pitch from Shelby Parker. Nobody on, infield back. 2 outs now. Let's see if we can send it back to the dugout again. Just missing for a ball. Hannah Curtis has struck out and walked in 2 times. Again, we're on the top of the 6th inning here. Still tied at 3-3. Ground ball, the second base. Courtney is there, gloves it, fires, and it's going to be good. Out number 3. So Hannah Curtis grounds out, and solid defense by Courtney Barker over at second base. Fans, we have played 5.5 innings. Our Lady Devils are coming to bat at the bottom of the 6th inning, and we're still tied at 3-3. Fans, welcome back. It's a barn burner here at Swain County High School. What else can we say? We can't say how exciting this game is if you're not here. We hope you're enjoying it, and we hope we can convey just how exciting and intense this game has been tonight. 3-3, and we're going to bat here on the bottom of the 6th inning. Brianna Bryant looks like is going to be hitting here. Let's see if we can get a run in. 1 run is going to be the difference. Of course, that's the old saying, but this game really is. We're tied at 3-3. We have played 3 times. It's been a 1-run game all 3 games. We won 2-1 in the first game, 1-0 in the second game. Murphy won 1-0 in the third game. And we're tied at 3-3. Did you expect anything else? Brianna stepping back in. Again, bottom of the 6th inning. We could be looking at extra innings. Oh, no surprise. There is a ball 4. So, hey, we're starting off the inning right with a runner on. Winner of this game goes to Walnut Creek next Friday and Saturday to face some of the best teams in the state. East Surrey, Northmore, Pender. They're all still alive in the brackets as of today. East Surrey won the state championship in 2005. In 2006, Pender won, beating East Surrey. In 2007, of course, it was Pender beating Northmore. Northmore eliminated our girls in 2007. In 2006, Pender eliminated us. Then last year, East Surrey beat our Lady Devils in the state, won a championship game. They beat us 1-0 and then 6-0. And those are the teams who right now are headed back again to Walnut Creek. East Surrey, Northmore, Pender, and we hope our Lady Devils are going to be back as well. Murphy pulling everybody in tight now. There is an attempted bunt, and coming back. It's going to be Lauren Manley. Lauren Manley leading us off here in the inning. I said to Brianna Bryant, my mistake. Lauren down at first base. Auburn Lowe hitting now, and again, the infield expecting a slap hit. Everybody in tight. I mean, as you can see on camera, everybody, the entire infield in around the pitcher's circle. All the outfielders are inside the grass. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be out number one. So one down now. Lauren Manley very fast over at first base. We hope we can push her around. Kayla Myers batting, and that's a good thing. Kayla, a walk, a single, and a single in 3 times. Ground ball to third. Double play ball maybe over at second for one. Lauren broke up the double play. She slid in hard to second base. Good work by Lauren Manley. So a fielder's choice by Kayla Myers. Bop walking stick batting now. 2 out, 1 on. Bop has been perfect today. A single, a double, and another double. She has 2 of our 3 RBIs on the day. The last time she hit the ball, it wound up against the fence. Let's see if Bop can smack another one, because now the outfielders move way back. They respect the bat of Bop walking stick. They move way back. I mean, this is the deepest we've seen Murphy's outfielders all day. Also, the infield playing deep. 2 out, 1 on. Pitch high for a ball. Scooting back over to first base after a throw down is Kayla Myers. So we're in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 out. Nobody has scored a run since the 4th. There's a ground ball back through the pitcher, back up the middle, and they do not get it. Safe at second base. Safe is Kayla Myers. The ball was literally laying right there beside the base, but nobody had possession of the ball. Everybody is safe. Murphy players shaken up a little bit. Had players and all around the bag. Everybody's going to be okay, but good enough for the Lady Devils. Nobody had possession of the ball. That could have been an out, but we dodged a bullet there. Bop walking stick on base. Kayla Myers down at second. 2 out. Kayla Crawley the batter. And again, with the exception of last inning, we have had runners on every inning, at least 2 runners on. Twice we've left the bases loaded. I think 2 other times we left 2 runners on base. So at least 10 runners stranded today, at least. Pitch in for a call strike. And we're still tied at 3-3. The Western Regional Championship. There's a well-hit ball in for a base hit. Rounding third, and they go to first base for a close play at first. That's just good defense by Murphy. Hand them some credit. As, wow, we leave 2 stranded again. We have played 6 innings, fans. We have the 7th inning coming up. Don't go away. Fans, welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th inning, still tied. Is it going to be decided here in the final regulation inning, or is it going to go extra innings? There's a well-hit ball, but foul over on the Swain High fan left field bank. We actually see somebody over there with a yellow shirt. Hey, that's almost unforbidden, is sitting in our fan section over on the left field side. But anyway, I guess if you pay your admission and you bring a chair, you can sit over there. Pitch high for a ball. Shelby Parker bringing it in now as batting is going to be the bottom of the order. Clarissa Adams will lead off, and then Brittany Henry. The top of the order will be hitting second here. So Murphy's going to have some good sticks up. High pop, and it's going to be out of play. Now, in our half of the 7th, we're going to be having Shelby Parker, Brianna Bryant, and Courtney Barker batting in the 7th. Will we have an extra inning or 2 or 3? Last time these 2 teams played, we went 9. Oh, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, and Shelby got her swinging. Another strikeout. Brittany Henry now, top of the lineup, is going to be hitting Brittany has hit the ball every time. She had a single, grounded out to second base, got on with an error. So she has hit the ball all 3 times. And then Jessica Wilson, number 2 hitter, on deck with 1 out. And I hope Frank has enough tape here. The way this one's going, I don't know if it's going to be in 7 or 17. We saw a game earlier this week in the state playoffs that went 16 innings. 1 shy of the state record in fast pitch softball of 17 innings. I think that's a playoff record, if I believe that's correct. Pitch high for a ball from Shelby Parker to Brittany Henry. Shelby doesn't want to give her anything to hit, obviously, as Henry is hitting .630. But this game has been just red hot from the first batter. Matter of fact, Henry was the first batter of the game, and on the first pitch, ripped a single over second base, and it was on after that. We've seen controversial calls. We've seen good hits. We've seen good defense. We've seen great pitching. There's a foul ball. We've seen an error here and there. Not many, though. Really good defense all day. Good base running. And, again, good pitching. But I say that, and both teams have hit the ball. Let's see if we can hit it here in our bottom half of the 7th. That would be just sweet, is all I can say. Henry hitting with 1 out, nobody on. Pitch in, call strike. Shelby got it inside. Inside corner right at the knees. Pretty pitch. The fans have been into it, I can tell you that, for both schools. And as you know, here at Swain County High School, we just don't like Murphy. High pop. This one is going to be out of play. Lauren Manley hits over there. And some of these seniors, like Lauren, don't want their season to end today. They want to go to Walnut Creek because these seniors were there last year and the year before. They want to make it 3 in a row. All right, here comes the fan applause again. Parker. There's a shot. Deep right field, all the way to the fence. Henry is going to wind up with at least a double. Throw coming into third base. Here comes the throw, and she is out. Yes, she is out. Lauren Manley, good throw coming in from Courtney Barker on the cutoff, and a good play over there from Kayla Crawley. And Henry is thrown out at third base, and the Swain High fans go bananas because Henry, of course, is their top player. She stretched it too far. Kayla Crawley got to it in a hurry. The relay to Courtney, on to Lauren. She's out of there at third base. Bases stay empty, 2 down. But she really smacked that ball all the way to the fence in right field. And now the rain is starting to come down a little bit. We have blue sky just right behind us. Hopefully this rain won't stick around. Pitch in, call strike. Boy, I tell you, Shelby Parker is just getting dominant. Murphy has not scored a run since the 3rd. Of course, we haven't scored one since the 4th. But we've had our chances. We keep leaving people on base. Pitch outside for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the 7th. It would be sweet to get one in the bottom of the 7th and send Murphy back through Nantahala Gorge and send us to Walnut Creek. There's another well-hit ball. Going to hang up, though. Camping under it. Out there in center field. Out 3. Good catch by Brittany Schuler. So we end Murphy's top of the 7th. Can we answer and win it in the bottom of the 7th? We're going to find out when we come back. Fans, here we go. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Can we win it in regulation, or will we go to the 8th? We're going to find out here, leading off in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Here we go. Brianna Bryant, Courtney Barker, Jocelyn Barker. So between the B girls, Bryants and Barkers, let's hope we can get it done here. We've had the runners on base. On the day, Brianna has struck out, hit into a fielder's choice, and grounded to the shortstop in 3 times. Let's see if she can whack the ball again. Swing and a miss. Courtney Barker has doubled, big double, a fielder's choice, and grounded to first. And Jocelyn has a hit on the day, also is grounded to shortstop. So all these girls have hit the ball. Nobody has struck out every time today. We have hit the ball pretty well. Sometimes it's right at somebody, and sometimes it's fielder's choice situations, but we have been hitting that softball. Murphy has to. On the day, we have only had, 5 hitters unofficially strike out. I think I have 5 strikeouts on the day for our hitters. And there's number 6. Brianna, big cut, goes down swinging. And on the other side of things, let's see, 7 strikeouts Shelby Parker has against Murphy. So both teams pretty well even in the old stats. And as you can tell by the score, 3-3. Well, check that. I thought that was strike 3, but I guess it was not. Brianna coming back up. That was only strike 2. Thought she was headed to the dugout. She just stepped out a moment, got a composure. That's good. She's back in there. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. Let's beat them and go home. And go to Walnut Creek. Pitch outside for a ball. What a game, though. We knew it was going to be close. We really didn't expect this many runs and this many hits. And maybe this much controversy. Big swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And out number 1. We're 2 outs away from heading to the 8th inning, which would be no surprise at all. Last time we met in the Smoky Mountain Conference tournament up at the Gateway Fields, we went 9 innings before it was decided 1-0. Took 9 innings to score 1 run. Pitch in, call, strike. Delayed call, but a strike against Courtney Barker now. Jocelyn Barker on deck. Barker girls, we need some hits. Pitch outside for a ball. Brittany Henry still throwing pretty hard. We can tell lots of velocity on the pitches from Henry. Let's see if we can get the bat on the ball. Pitch in there for a call strike right across the knees. It seems the umpire behind home plate, though, has been pretty consistent today for both teams. Got to give him credit. There's a shot fouled on the first base side. But I just have a feeling both pitchers, as we saw Shelby Parker just dominate in the top half of the 7th against Murphy, I think both pitchers are maybe bearing down a little bit extra right now. I think they're reaching back a little further, a little deeper to bring a little more. Brittany Henry looks in, brings it outside for a ball. Here comes a couple of the pit band members back. We had the pit band here against Cherryville earlier in the week. We got there's a ground ball back over to the first baseman, and that is going to be the way it ends here in the 7th inning. Well, fans, we've played 7. We're going to go to the 8th inning. Nothing new, no big surprise. 8th inning, and we're going to go tied at 3-3. Stay with us. More coming up. Fans, we have played 7 innings. Even that's not enough. We're going to go into overtime, if you will. The top of the 8th inning, Murphy at bat, and the Lady Dogs start off with a foul ball behind home plate by Alex Hughes. They're number 3, 4, and 5 batters here. They have the big sticks, if you will, batting here on the top of the 8th inning. Alex Hughes, Chantel Garrett, Jordan Fletcher. Hughes has had a big day, knocking in 2 of their 3 runs. There's a pop, and Kayla Myers has it for out number 1. Good job by Kayla Myers. 1 out now as Alex pops out to Kayla behind home plate. Chantel Garrett now, and 3 times has the other RBI. Alex Hughes has 2 RBIs. She just popped out. Chantel Garrett had a single in the first inning to score their first run with that RBI. So she has a single, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice, and 3 times against Shelby Parker. Pitch in. Oh, call strike. The umpire a little late on some of his calls here, but that one is a call strike. And the Swain fans just piling in now behind home plate are really out cheering Murphy. Ground ball gets through. There's a Murphy base hit. They get one on, and the Murphy fans come back to life now. So Chantel Garrett with a single. Jordan Fletcher, the number 5 batter at the plate, hit a fly to center field last time, so she can't hit the ball. Looks like we may have a change in the lineup for the Lady Dogs of Murphy. as head coach or assistant coach, actually, Thomas Nelson comes over with a change to the umpire. So Murphy now has the go-ahead run on base. Not what we wanted to see, but hey, this is the top of the inning. We're in the top of the 8th. Last time we played, it took 9, and even then it was 1-0. Our girls a little huddled there at the pitcher's circle to say, hey, let's get them out and bat some more. One thing about it, there haven't been many 3-up and 3-down innings by either team. Both teams have had base running opportunities here all night. And speaking of night, it is starting to get a little dark here under the lights at Swain High. The Western Regional Championship at stake and a trip to Walnut Creek to play in the Final Four. 2 teams from the West, one of these, probably East Surrey on the other side, pitch in for a ball. So 2 teams from the West, 2 teams from the East will meet at Walnut Creek in a double elimination tournament to decide the 1A crown. Pop foul. Batting, by the way, is going to be a pinch hitter, Cam Hooper. Cam Hooper batting now, and surprisingly batting for the number 5 hitter in the lineup, Jordan Fletcher, which is somewhat unusual. Well, we have some pep band members kind of showing up. Hopefully they'll give us a little. They're going to go over there behind home plate. Pitch in for a ball. Attempted fake throw down to first base by Kayla Myers. I tell you, our fans have really come out. Great crowd here tonight. A lot of fans over from Murphy also. And more fans keep showing up. There's a bunt right in front of home plate. We go to first. We get the lead out. That's going to be out number 2. So Murphy with a runner at second base with 2 out. Down at second is going to be Katrina Evans, a pinch runner for Murphy. Now coming to the plate should be Kelsey White. So the Lady Dogs, a base hit, could take the lead here on the day. White has struck out twice and popped to the catcher. Has it been effective today at the plate for the Lady Dogs facing Shelby Parker? Pitch high for a ball. Can we keep Murphy off the scoreboard again? They have not scored since the 3rd inning. We have not scored since the 4th inning in this 3-3 tie. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, a runner on. The go-ahead run on base. One thing about it, whoever wins this game, their fans are just going to go crazy at the end of this one. The intensity, the rivalry, foul ball, no play on the first base side. The fact that the 3 games before tonight have been as close as this one, all that adds into the intensity and the spice and the competitiveness of this game. Nobody wants to go home losing. Pitch in, ball low. And this game can turn on one single play, and it probably will. One little unexpected thing here and there, an error here, a pass ball, a little dink of a bunt in front of home plate. Swing and a miss, and there's out number 3. So the Lady Devils keep Murphy off the scoreboard in the top of the 8th inning. We come back in the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see if our Lady Devils can win this one and head to Walnut Creek. We'll be back with that exciting 8th in just a minute. Fans, we have played 7.5 innings. It still is not over. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning, still tied at 3-3, and the fans are just getting louder and rowdier over behind home plate. As you can see, it's packed out over there, the biggest crowd we've seen in 3 years here at Swain County High School. Ground ball, it's going to be back to Henry over to first in time. That's going to be an easy out number 1. Leading off there was Jocelyn Barker with a grounder to the pitcher. Now we go back to the top of the lineup. Lauren Manley, Auburn Lowe will be on deck. Murphy got a base runner in their half of the 8th. They left him stranded. Let's see if we can get a base runner and bring her all the way around. Lauren on the day has hit a single, popped up to the pitcher, popped out to the shortstop. Auburn Lowe on deck has struck out, lined into a double play, single and struck out. There's a base hit, well to right field. Lauren is in at first base. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. A base runner, and Lauren Manley is quick and is on first base. Auburn Lowe batting. Auburn Lowe has had a single today. Struck out twice, lined into a double play over at third. The infield really in tight. You can see the infielders for Murphy right around the pitcher's circle. Outfielders in close as well. There's a slap hit foul. Lauren comes back. Auburn Lowe trying to move her over. Of course, all the defense in tight because they realize Auburn a slap hitter. Pitch low for a ball. Gets by. Oh, Lauren started to take off, held up. Now the ball thrown down and no harm done either way. This crowd is just they are getting into it over behind home plate. I've got to tell you, if you can hear the noise, again, this is exciting. Most excitable, intense crowd we've ever seen here, at least in the last 3 years when we've gone to Walnut Creek the last two, and hopefully a third in a row here tonight. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike three. So now we have two out. And Lauren Manley still over at first base. Now the outfielders back up as Auburn Lowe is at the plate. On deck is going to be Kayla Myers. Pitch in low for a ball. Auburn Lowe, very capable. Kayla Myers, very capable. Lauren Manley can fly with any kind of a ball in play. Pitch low, pick out throw to first, not in time. Henry with a windup, pitch in, still low. Trying to force Auburn Lowe. If she's going to hit anything, hit a ground ball into the infield for a potential double play or a forced play to cut off the lead runner. Infielders at second and short are back, third base in tight. Pitch in, high for a ball. There's a walk. Auburn Lowe is on with a walk. So now the Lady Devils with runners on first and second, and the dangerous hitter, Kayla Myers at bat. Brittany Henry has got to be sweating now. Her pulse has got to be a little tighter and a little faster. Kayla Myers capable of hitting the ball anywhere. And she has 2 base hits, a fielder's choice, and a walk. And now they're going to take time out and just talk it over to be sure that the defense does the right thing. Big situation here, of course. If our Lady Devils can get this ball game, could be over, and a third consecutive trip to Walnut Creek would be the reward for the Lady Devils. As we mentioned, we've had base runners on base constantly tonight. So many times leaving, well, twice we've had the bases loaded. 2 other times, 2 runners on base left stranded. We hope we can push one across here on the bottom of the inning. We have 2 runners on and one of our best hitters at the plate in Kayla Myers. Could this be the opportunity we have been looking for? Kayla takes a ball. You know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if they tried to walk Kayla Myers. Second pitch low. Looks like they're not going to give Kayla anything to hit. And that's not bad strategy. We may see her walk for the second time tonight and the 6th time in 2 games. Pitch in, missing. There's ball 3. Could be. Auburn Lowe walked, and now Kayla Myers might get a free ticket to first base. Not a bad strategy, I guess, if you're Brittany Henry on the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy. That would mean the bases loaded and would be a forced play at any base. And Bop Walking Stick, our cleanup batter, would be coming up with 2 out. So any kind of a forced play, and Murphy is going to sneak out of this inning. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Henry over to first base. Doggone it, we leave 2 stranded again. So we've played 8 innings, fans. Stay with us. We have the top of the 9th inning coming up, still tied at 3-3. Fans, believe it or not, we have played 8, and we're starting over again. 3-3 tie, Lady Devils and Lady Bulldogs in a Smoky Mountain Conference Western Regional Showdown. There's a pop that's going to be foul, no play. Just outside the glove of Brianna Bryant, coming hard from first base. But again, in the 8th inning, both teams had opportunities with a base runner on. Our Lady Devils had 2 runners on, but again, just couldn't get that runner across. Neither team has scored now since the bottom of the 4th when our Lady Devils tied it at 3-3. Infield in tight. Lauren Manley gets it over to first base. Plenty of time. Easy out number 1. Good job by the defense again as we send Lacey Clayton back to the dugout. So Lauren Manley, good D. She was playing in tight, and it paid off as she got it on an easy hop and fires on over to first base. Hannah Curtis batting now. Clarissa Adams is coming up. This is the bottom of the lineup, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Lady Dogs. Infield is back. Foul ball for a strike. And on every pitch, that rowdy bunch over there of Swain High fans behind the dugout is just now you hear the Maroon Machine chant. And this is really good stuff, as the Murphy fans have been really kind of quiet the last while. Our Swain fans are just dominating the fan support right now. Pitch in from Shelby Parker for a strike. Batting is, as we mentioned, Hannah Curtis. Number 9 batter Clarissa Adams on deck. Foul ball again. But neither team has been able to string together enough hits to get a run here. We're in the top of the 9th. Murphy got 1 in the first, 2 in the 3rd. We had 1 run in the first, 1 in the 3rd, and 1 in the bottom of the 4th. And that's it. Pitch call, 3rd strike, and that's going to be out number 2 as Shelby Parker with another big strikeout, sending Hannah Curtis back to the Bulldog dugout. Clarissa Adams, who struck out her last time against Shelby Parker, is going to be at the plate. Then top of the lineup, and Brittany Henry will be up to bat. Be nice to shut out Murphy here in the 9th before we have to face the top of their order and then get a run in the bottom of the 9th inning. There's a base hit right up the middle by the bottom of the lineup. So Clarissa Adams coming through with a big hit with 2 out. Back to the top now, Brittany Henry, top of the lineup, and Jessica Wilson following her. But this is a whole lot of fun, and we started at 7. It's right now exactly 9 o'clock. We have played 2 hours, fans, and yes, it is dark. We are literally under the lights, and for the first time in a long time, we actually need them. Swing, for a strike. 2 outs now. Murphy with a runner on. Brittany Henry at the plate. Their leading all-around player, hitter, pitcher, you name it. She is the MVP for the Lady Bulldogs. But our girls beat them twice in the regular season to capture their 5th straight Smoky Mountain Conference championship. There's a shot right over first base. That's going to be in. So now Murphy with runners on first and second as Henry comes through with a base hit right over first base. So on the day, Henry has 3 hits, 2 singles and a double. Also reached base another time on an error. So we don't want to let Murphy get back in this game. Not that they've ever been out of it, but it's a 3-3 tie. Their fans are now coming back to life a little bit. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. 2 out. 1 strike. Jessica Wilson, the batter, fly to center field last time. But the fans are really having a good time. A lot of Swain students, we can tell, over behind home plate. Off-speed pitch high. Murphy runners on first and second. 2 down. Top of the 9th inning. Last time we played, we went 9. Murphy won that one 1-0 in the Smoky Mountain Conference Tournament Championship up at Gateway. I think we had 2 hits on the day then. There's a shot to second base, going to die. Brianna has it over to first, outruns the runner, and Murphy leaves 2 stranded. So the Lady Bulldogs come up empty in the top of the ninth inning. Can our Lady Devils get one more run? We'll find out. Ninth inning. No, it's not Major League Baseball. It's the Western Regional Championship playing extra innings here tonight. Our Lady Devils against the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy. Smoky Mountain Conference showdown. The Final Four showdown in the West, if you will. We're playing a game tonight. There's also two other teams in the Western bracket playing tonight for the right to advance to Walnut Creek in the Final Four and the State Championship Series next weekend down at Walnut Creek in Raleigh, North Carolina. Brittany Henry's still pitching. We're still trying to get a run. Neither team has scored since we scored one run in the fourth inning. It has been scoreless softball since then. Pitch outside for a ball. Kayla Crawley hanging in there. She actually grounded out to right field last time. Hit a shot to the right fielder. She got it on a perfect hop. There's another shot to first base. First baseman can't handle it. And at first base, safe is going to be Kayla Crawley. Kayla Crawley hustling all the way and just beat the throw out. The first baseman kind of knocked it down. The second baseman picked it up, couldn't get it back to first in time. So Kayla Crawley on here. We're going to call that an infield single. Kayla Crawley, big base runner now. Shelby Parker batting. Shelby has been on tonight. She struck out last time. Hit into a fielder's choice. Got on with an error. There's a bunt attempt right up in the air, though. And that's going to be out number one. Kayla Crawley stays at first base. Brianna Bryant, Courtney Barker batting now with one out. They're going to be coming up. So Brianna batting. Last time up, struck out. She has grounded to shortstop, hit into a fielder's choice. There's a deep shot into right field. This one is going to be against the fence. Rounding second, rounding third. There's Kayla. This ball game is over. This ball game is over. And the Lady Devils win it. Kayla Crawley came in all the way from first base on that huge shot from Brianna Bryant. Brianna Bryant knocked it all the way to the fence, and the Lady Devils win it 4-3 here on the bottom of the ninth inning. What a finish. Last